right, let's go straight into the debate. And debating tonight with Nalin Kohli of the BJP, Sushant Sareen, Senior Fellow of the Vivekananda International Foundation, Shahid Siddiqui, former Member of Parliament and Chief Editor of Duniya. Very grim and serious tonight. I don't know why. Kalikesh Narayan Singh Deo making a return to the Newshour after a long time. Atul Kumar Anjan of the Communist Party of India, Kumar Ketkar, Senior Journalist, Alok Mehta, Chief Editor of Outlook Hindi. And the empty chair tonight once again belongs to Rahul Gandhi. And in case Rahul Gandhi decides to walk in himself, I've kept a glass of water for you, Rahul Gandhi, in case you feel the urge to drink a glass of water if you were to ever occupy that empty chair. Till that point of time, you, Rahul Gandhi, are insulting the people of India by not answering their questions, which I am happy to articulate. Now, Kumar Ketkar can have the opening round on the debate with Nalin Kohli. So, Kumar Ketkar, what remains to be proven tonight?
Nothing
you had Christian Michel's lawyer who has confirmed that he did write a note with Sonia Gandhi's name on it. So even the note referring to Sonia Gandhi has been proven.
That note has nothing to do with any charge, any accusation and any allegation.
That note is a letter that has been written by Christian Michel.
That note may have been given to the court, but that note does not prove a damn. And moreover, this government and this party...
the note mentions Sonia Gandhi's name. How can you say it doesn't prove a damn?
This government's propaganda campaign seems to be run by approvers from Headley to Michael. And they are all trusting these approvers more, that means the criminals more, that means the bribe givers more, that means the thugs more, that means the middlemen more than their own investigation.
Right.
They say that for last 2 days of the power of the last government, they were shredding the papers or hiding the papers.
Okay, let's open the debate on the other side.
But this government is not doing anything for last 2 years.
I don't know.
Which papers they were creating?
Well, all I'd say is that it's all right to say, I'm happy I'm being targeted. 1 minute. Let's open the debate.
Yeah, but one simple point is, Sherlock Holmes and Agatha Christie say, unless you find a body, you cannot shout and accuse murder.
Well,
now there is no source of money has been identified.
I want to just check.
No money has been identified. No money has been directly found to be in the bank.
So 1 second.
Either in so-called Swiss bank or Indian bank.
Kumar Ketkar, that's really a long opening round. Now that Christian Michel's lawyer has confirmed that he did write a note with Sonia Gandhi's name in it, did anyone in the UPA government or the Congress party receive any money or favors from AgustaWestland in exchange for swinging the contract in their favor? Is an elementary question. Since you mentioned Sherlock Holmes.
It is the main question.
Now let Nalin Kohli respond to you. Nalin, and the debate is open to the others, please, including Kalikesh, Atul Kumar Anjan, Alok Mehta, Shahid Siddiqui and Sushant Sareen. Yes, Nalin.
Well, Mr. Goswami, since Mr. Ketkar often likes to introduce himself as a journalist, because that's what he officially is, he would remember that it was in the JMM bribery case with Narasimha Rao's government that the last time money was put in a bank account. I think that is historically documented. I don't think after that bribe money has been put in a bank account. So I don't think that's a good defense.
Yeah.
With regards to the approver and raising big questions about it, this government, that is also, I would say, a political spokesperson's response, not a seasoned journalist, because courts only can, when a trial is on and when the trial is in progress, then a court can make somebody an approver. It's not this government or that government. I think the Headley case is just recently. It happened in Mumbai. Mr. Ketkar resides there. And I'm sure, as an editor of a newspaper, as he says he is, he must have covered it, unless he found it not worth covering. And he would have known that the order came from the court. That's what the CRPC section 306 does. So anyway, that was bluster. That wasn't anything based on facts. Now, why should Mr. Rahul Gandhi and Ms. Sonia Gandhi answer? Let's go one by one. Mr. Rahul Gandhi, at every event that happens in the country, from a tap not giving water to anything, immediately demands an answer from the Prime Minister of India, Mr. Narendra Modi. Now, why is he not answering when an aide of his is now in question? When, not forget the arms dealer, in the documentary evidence attached with a court order in Italy, Mrs. Sonia Gandhi's names come. Now, they will be innocent or guilty based on evidence. But certainly, as political people who want answers on everything, when questions are asked of them, they can't say, they can't say, I'm not scared. And what is the victim card about? The victim card cannot be played. In fact, the only person I have seen demonized as a victim in the last 10 years has been Prime Minister Narendra Modi when he was Chief Minister of Gujarat. So they even changed an affidavit to somehow try and implicate him, and the courts ruled in his favor.
Well, I would have in normal circumstances.
To remove focus, someone took the bribe. Those people were in India able to influence the decision in which crores of rupees or millions of dollars were given as bribes. Those who gave the bribes are in jail. They have paid millions of dollars as fines. So obviously millions of dollars have been received by someone in India. And the Defence Ministry, happily under the Defence Minister,
Atul Anjan
were willing to change all norms to favour this company.
Atul Anjan, on Newshour tonight, Atul Anjan, I have a new section under which I will take some questions asked by the audience. But if there was one question the audience and many callers have been asking us repeatedly tonight is what has happened. Look what has happened to the left parties. They used to be concerned about corruption, now they are quiet. They used to be concerned about corruption, now they are deaf about it. They used to be concerned about corruption, now they are blind to corruption. Atul Kumar Anjan, what is wrong with you? Why are you not asking any relevant questions when so much information is coming out? Are you also happy with Rahul Gandhi saying I'm being targeted? Have you become an ally of Rahul Gandhi? I know you have a formal alliance going on in West Bengal, but does that mean that you stop exercising your own mind on this whole issue? Why are you not asking any questions tonight? Not one question to the Congress party, just because you have become their coalition partner. Atul Anjan, please answer that before we go into details of the AgustaWestland deal. Yes, please.
I am going to answer Mr. Arnab, but such a long question. I thought that you are from the, not an anchor, you as a lawyer, you have appeared and you are making...
As an anchor, journalist, I'm asking you what's wrong with you.
No, just a minute. You cannot carry out this habit. Let's listen what you have said. What you have said, I have a right to inform you. One thing, in your debate on this question, a week back, I have demanded that this whole Augusta dealing was in the NDA period, in the UPA period, and again there is the NDP.
So you were part of UPA 1 when all this happened. You were part of UPA 1.
Transpired. Baba, you don't want, you are such a Vyakul Bharat. You cannot, carry on this debate. All right, you go on speaking.
No, I'm going to be quiet. Vyakul Bharat. You continue, please.
No,
please
you go on speaking. अरे कोई हद होती है बोलने की.
नहीं, आप बोलिए ना. आपको हक है. मैं बस
ऐसा लग रहा है जैसे मैं गुनाहगार हूँ.
ट्रांसलेशन तो कर दीजिए.
और मैं गुनाहगार हूँ. आप हमको सजा
नहीं, बिल्कुल आप नहीं.
नहीं, आप you are anchor, not Yamraj. No, you are anchor, not a Yamraj. Let me speak.
Vyakul Bharat, Yamraj. चलिए, ठीक है. Fantastic.
I have not taken I have not taken a single penny. Not a communist leader has taken a single. I demanded in your show itself that all papers, a white paper should be brought, and I agree that the government has agreed and the defense minister has agreed to put entire papers on the floor of the house. Tomorrow that will be there. And all right, if some people have taken money, they should be dealt. They should, according to CRPC and IPC,
you're saying
and everybody should not be made headley.
Okay.
Should not be headley.
Okay.
Why they are asking?
Well, because
let them come. Let them come.
Okay, debate is open. The debate is open. But Atul Anjan, देखिए आज. Atul Anjan, देखिए आज आप क्या नहीं कह रहे हम हमारे बारे में. आप हमको कह रहे हैं हम यमराज हैं, हम व्याकुल भारत हैं. मगर आप एक भी शब्द कांग्रेस पार्टी के खिलाफ नहीं बोल पा रहे, क्योंकि आप पार्लियामेंट के अंदर और पार्लियामेंट के बाहर आप कांग्रेस पार्टी के समर्थक बन गए.
This Augusta dealing, or are we are discussing? I will discuss you about the West Bengal on 19th. The result, when results will come. Right
Fine.
now, why you are worried?
Fine, no,
we have
I'm not worried.
Taken a single
The cat is out of the bag,
country.
Mr. Goswami.
We know what happened to Giant Hawala case.
Okay, the debate goes back.
Only about politics in West Bengal, not corruption.
Let's go back to Augusta. Let's go back to Augusta.
Giant Hawala. What happened to that?
Let's go back to Augusta. Let's go back to Augusta. Kalikesh Singh Deo raises his hand.
Neither
and Shailesh
now has a right, nor Atul Kumar Anjan has a right to decide and make somebody a criminal and somebody responsible.
Sir,
all papers must come.
Sir, we do realize. Sir,
the papers will be presented by the government.
Sir, may I say one thing, sir? Now I've heard you, and I'm going to the other panelists. Yes. All that I will say tonight, forget.
Arnab, can I come in?
Just one small point I'll make to you tonight. One small point. The question is a national interest. Atul Kumar Anjan, the number of people across the country who are asking questions on why the Congress government gave Augusta a clean chit, How could the Congress government not be aware of the fact that Agusta was not even eligible to be bidding for choppers? That's not oversight, it's corruption. How is it possible that confidential and classified information is accessed and stolen from the government of India as per a Ministry of Defense note in our possession without any political complicity? And Atul Anjan, 1 minute. Atul Anjan, 1 minute.
Whatever.
Atul Anjan, 1 minute. Atul Anjan, 1 minute.
I'm for that.
Atul Anjan, 1 minute. 1 minute. I'm sorry to say this, that in response, what does the Congress party do?
No, I'm not being
in response
of the Rajiv Gandhi or Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi or anybody
okay,
else.
Shahid Siddiqui can come into the debate. In response.
I'm not for the Augusta
okay,
Kalikesh
and Shahid Siddiqui, feel free to come in. Shahid Siddiqui first. Shahid Siddiqui. Can Rahul Gandhi get away with the victim card anymore? Yes, Shahid Siddiqui.
Arnab, I understand the limitations of Mr. Anjan today. He is one of the great fighters against corruption, and the stink, he can smell the stink. Stink is so huge that the whole nation can smell it, and it is very clear that the bribes were given. It's very clear that bribes were taken in India, and it's very, very obvious that there is no views about it, that the money came to politicians and to people high-ups in this country. Now, the only question is to prove it, to whom it went, and today your interview with the lawyer of Christian Michel is extremely important, and I think it's a golden opportunity for this nation to get hold of these corrupt people, to come to a logical conclusion, and that we should find a way to make him an approver. We should find a legal way of making him an approver. I don't know how exactly it will be done, but it should be done in the interest of the nation. If you have to make approver of a person, it does not matter if you can bring some very important people to criminal justice, and that is the point. And I agree with Mr. Anjan that you are a Yamraj for the corrupt in this country. You have been doing it for last so many years.
No, he says that I am Vyakul Bharat. I just want to ask Mr. Atul Kumar Anjan, why are you so Vyakul to save the Congress party?
You are
Atul Kumar Anjan.
No
1 second. Kalikesh wants to come into the debate. Alok Mehta as well.
I am not saving.
No,
I am not saving.
That's fine.
I am
that's
saying
fine.
it. Okay.
On serious questions. On serious.
I'm not defending.
On serious.
Defending. I'm not defending.
Yeah,
I know. I never say very Congress is very good. BJP is very good. I am not saying it. It is your personal view when you sometime go out of tune and making Congress party as most interesting party for the common people, and sometime you speak about the BJP. My party people are not involved, even not a single penny question is there.
Okay, now,
so
okay, fine. I go back to our investigation.
Party. You may hold the brief time to
I go back to our investigation tonight.
The Times Now viewers must be knowing it. How many briefs you hold? I don't hold any view for any political party. For I speak about my party. If my party has committed any crime, if we have taken any penny, I think from the Times Now we declare a war against the communists. All right, that is the point I was giving to you.
Okay. Now I don't want to declare war on anyone. Now I'm a peace-loving man. I am in no mood to declare war on anyone. Point is, Alok Mehta comes in. The point is very specific. Kalikesh wants to come into the debate. Alok, feel free to come in. But my point is it just a matter of marvelous coincidence, Kalikesh, that the name of a company which has familial relations with Rahul Gandhi's aide has come up in the context of both CWG and Agusta? Is it just a marvelous coincidence? Yes, Kalikesh.
There's no doubt that the AgustaWestland Dean smacks of corruption. And I'm glad that the truth is coming out slowly, but it's coming out. And of course, I was extremely surprised to hear that gentleman Heshke, or whatever his name was on the board of MRGF. There's no reason for him to be on the board of MRGF. And that, these are questions which need to be answered after a lot of investigation and thorough investigation. I was listening to Kirit Somaya's statement and his allegation quite intently. I think the key question that Kirit Somaya has to ask, or you have to ask of your viewers of the entire transaction between Rahul Gandhi and MRGF, is whether the flats that Rahul Gandhi bought, the shops that he bought, did he buy them at a fair price or not? And when he sold them back to MRGF, was that at a fair price or not? I think that's the key to.
Okay, and if it were to be the case, Kalikesh, suppose what he says is right, that it's not just about buying and selling, but between buying and selling, it was also leased by the same company. So you understand, Kalikesh, if you own a house, right, I buy it from you, I sell it back to you, and in between you like me so much that you even lease it from me. So you understand, you're paying money for someone else to earn money.
Understand.
So you understand? No, I'm not saying Rahul Gandhi did that.
It may be a method of, making the payments.
No,
It may be a intelligent way of making the payments which were due to Rahul Gandhi.
Watch it. The question is, are these questions relevant or not? Sushant Sareen, you tell me, you're watching this debate from the sidelines very quietly tonight. I don't know for what reason, but the fact is, can we at any point of time right now discount the political links to the nexus, given that several links with politicians are now beginning to come up? You know the way the defense world operates. What really remains to be told here? Sushant.
I think a lot needs to be told. One of the first questions which needs to be asked is, I need to join issue with Mr. Ketkar. When he talks about an approver, I don't think he had any problem when all sorts of characters were being made approvers against Mr. Modi in the cases which were being carried out against him. I don't think he accused the previous government of getting into this approver kind of deal. But that aside, number one, when you ask about this whole MRGF thing, I don't think it's just about the flats. I think the deal would have had to be much bigger. Remember, the MRGF group was also involved in the CWG, building the Asian Games, the Commonwealth Village, and there was a hint of scandal even around that, with the kind of sweetheart deals they had got from DDA at that point of time. Literally, the DDA paying them all the money in advance. You give me that kind of money, I can become a real estate magnate tomorrow. So I think there was a lot more to the MRGF and their links with the previous government than just merely this particular case. Then there is this whole question of that while on a day when the Air Chief Marshal has been questioned for 2 days, the former Air Chief Marshal, there is a hint of another former Air Chief Marshal also being questioned, who's currently an envoy in Norway, I believe. When such senior officers are being questioned, why is it that not a senior single politician who might be obliquely even related with this entire scam has even been questioned once? How is it that the former defense minister or any of the other people, are they untouchables? Are they above the law?
Yeah.
Are investigating agencies
because they project themselves as Mr. Clean.
If you and I were there, we would certainly have been questioned. No, they might project themselves as whatever, and they might actually be Mr. Clean. They might not have actually anything to do with it. But if there is a hint of suspicion, then why is it that the investigating agencies cannot question those people? And finally, what appalls me is that in the last almost 20 years, India's defense modernization program, defense procurement programs have been hamstrung by what we call the bureaucracy. There is an oversight committee after an oversight committee. There is multiple levels of supervision. All sorts of things happen. A deal which should normally go through in maybe a year or 2 years takes about 10 years to go through. And yet, after all of that time, we get to know that all the paperwork is all right, but bribes have been paid. And that all that system has been made to prevent any kind of commissions or any kind of bribes being given. And yet, with all that procedure which delays defense procurement, which has damaged India's defense modernization, yet we learn that behind the scenes, the guys who had to take the money have taken the money, and they're having a party, and nobody can question them, nobody can point fingers at them.
Yeah, nobody can, because we have created a situation. No, because I'll tell you why. Because we've created a situation. Alok Mehta, feel free to come in. Because we've created a situation where we say, इनको सवाल नहीं पूछ सकते. ये गांधी परिवार है. गांधी परिवार को सवाल मत पूछिए. Ask everybody and anybody. But how often have you seen? But how often have you seen? How often have you seen, Sushant? How often have you seen any journalist directly question whether the Gandhi family is accountable or not?
How often? Forget.
But Babu,
yes.
Listen, Arnab, again.
No, I put this question
forget
to the
about
viewers.
what Augusta paid the journalists. There are also stories doing the rounds that other companies which wanted to target Augusta, which had got this deal, were also paying journalists to write stories against them. It's a very murky world. But the important thing is that if Mr. Modi, when he was the chief minister of a state, could be hauled up before a court and had to go and appear before a special investigation team, then why are other party leaders are supposed to be treated above the board?
Because we have Alok Mehta
must be questioned.
Alok Mehta.
Arnab, yesterday also you were talking about this. Why, when you can speak to Michael's lawyer, why can't the government, the BJP government, why they can't ask the question with the Manmohan Singh?
Nalin Mehta.
Why they can't ask the question with the Manmohan Singh and Antony? You are asking Michael is not a Dawood Ibrahim. For Michael also, you can say, okay, you come, or the CBI team or anybody team can go there and ask. But why not the people who are in India, who signed the papers as a cabinet, they decided it? Why you are not asking Manmohan Singh come in CBI office and become a approver and tell who was the either Tyagi or anybody what he was doing, why he was delaying, why he was not asking Antony to reply?
Good point. Alok.
BJP I have a question for Mr. Nalin Kohli.
Well, Nalin Kohli is in the firing line tonight. Nalin Kohli, take the second question. Yes, Nalin Kohli is in a spot of trouble. No. Nalin Kohli, you are in a firing line right now. And take the questions and then answer. Yes, Sushant, go on.
There are two parts to this.
Sushant, go on. Sushant, ask your question.
I want him to put on his legal hat. Nalin, just a second. Just put on your legal hat. And my question is that, what Mr. Mehta is saying, that why doesn't the government of India reach out to Christian Michel, make him an approver, or get the courts to make him an approver? Now my point is that if Christian Michel actually becomes an approver out here, he spills all the beans, then he might go scot-free in India, but doesn't that then implicate him in the courts in Italy as one of the bribe givers? Which is why, if you see his lawyer's interview, she's very guarded about what Christian Michel knows about the bribe giving, or he does not know whether he has given it or not. So it might be one of the reasons. It could be one of the reasons that the government is not really very keen on getting him in, because he might actually become a hostile witness in trying to become
Sushant, listen.
Got a guarantee.
Sushant, listen. Now, nobody believes Christian Michel. Okay, first of all, I completely disagree with the assessment that was put together by Kumar Ketkar, saying, why do you believe these frauds? We don't. No. 1 minute. No.
I said why approvers are being believed.
Just one.
Than the investigative agencies. Sushant, I never discussed about the so-called approvers in Modi's case.
Well,
I don't know who are the approvers in Modi's case. I don't even know them.
Well,
so where is the question of defending or offending Modi in that?
There were many approvers, sir.
Mr. Ketkar, you don't know many things.
But see, all the other...
In the last few days, many things you don't know, which I would have assumed.
I covered
as an editor of a newspaper, you would have known. So that's okay.
I don't know any approver in Gujarat.
Okay, 1 minute. The question...
No, but you don't need to know. You are supposed to cover the news.
1 minute, gentlemen. The question, 1 minute. The question which went out. The question which went out also being articulated by one of our Newshour viewers, and today we told them to use the hashtag, right? One particular hashtag we put out, and that hashtag is on your screen right now. We told our viewers, ask your question. So I'll take questions from you and I'll put 4. And we've got the first question which goes using the hashtag Ask My Question Arnab. Now we have Jat Punjabi at Grey Trader. That's the Twitter handle. And it says, how long will it take for Christian Michel to be brought back to India via a red corner notice? That's the question. And please tell me, that's a question everyone's asking, not just this particular Twitter handle. How long will it take? Is this all drama? Nalin Kohli, if you're serious, then actually interrogate A.K. Antony. If you're serious, interrogate Shashikant Sharma. If the present CAG, or don't pretend to be serious.
Let me answer.
Nalin Kohli.
No, it's not about pretending. I have 3-4 things because all of this is linked to what's been discussed in the last few minutes. First, no one is above the law, as Mr. Mehta is saying. That interrogation could extend to anybody. You are forgetting that as Chief Minister of Gujarat, Narendra Modi ji went and spent a sizable number of hours before the SIT. He was the sitting Chief Minister. That was also a first. But you bow to the majesty of the law and as the investigation demands. When that situation comes, has to be when the preparation reaches the point where you call a person. This is not driven by political vendetta. This is driven by the process. As and when we finish, Mr. Goswami, because I have 3-4 points to make.
You want 3 years.
No,
3 years. 2019 you will ask.
No, Mr. Mehta, I'll say this as bluntly as it does. You can have a deadline which is printed tomorrow morning. But as an officer of the court, when I go to the court, I don't tell the judge you pronounce the order tomorrow morning. It's not like that. The process of law has to be done in a correct manner. It's not going to run by the deadline that you set for tomorrow morning.
We want early justice.
Yes, sir.
Not for 10 years.
But Mr. Mehta, you have
Babri Masjid, what you are doing? For Babri Masjid, you are taking 20 years.
Well, I think, Mr. Mehta, you are free to file a PL and ask the courts. But you are being rude, Mr. Mehta. You are very senior. I respect you. I heard you, sir. But I would like to make my point without being uninterrupted. No, I'm sorry. You are free to make your speech, Mr. Mehta. You are a senior journalist. You are free to do what you want to do. You can raise any questions on the legal system. You can question anybody from the Chief Justice down to that as a journalist. But I'm not going to bow down to any tirade of yours because I'm going to finish my points exactly. I've had the patience and the courtesy and the decency to listen to you, but I'm not going to listen to all this. Mr. Mehta, you can drop this to any level you want. It doesn't fluster me. It doesn't bother me. I will say what I have to say in the manner I wish to say. What is the time and all that? I'm not being allowed to answer. You are showing it. I am surprised that Mr. Mehta, I am surprised after knowing you personally for at least 20 years. I am seeing you do something that I would not expect from you. So I think this is agenda driven. Please go ahead and say what you have to. I will not interrupt you.
In Bofors you have not proved yet. That's why I'm asking you. You give 3 months, 3 years.
Who's you? What is you?
Nation.
What is you, sir? You as a journalist, how much have you contributed to the cleanup of journalism? What is you?
All the world.
What is you, sir? What is you?
All the world wants to know.
Only one line, Nalin. If somebody opposes BJP,
I haven't answered yet because I haven't answered.
You call them as Congress agents. You call them as Congress spokesperson.
1 minute, I haven't finished my point,
The moment one opposes BJP or BJP position, you condemn them as Congress agents or Congress spokesperson. The simple question Alok Mehta is answering: are you serious about investigation and inquiries? Then what did you do about
the investigation? Will show you, Mr. Ketkar. Of course, it will show you. What will it do?
VP Singh used to
what has been done in 1984. You want me to run down this? I'm not going to allow your agenda to fill in the empty chair, divert me and digress me from what substantive things I wish to say. Please speak, Mr. Actually, I'm delighted you're speaking, Mr. Ketkar. The so-called journalist tag automatically disappears, sir. You're doing a great job. I must compliment you, sir.
Inquiry must be. Where is the question of why?
What inquiry? You don't even ask the questions that have to be asked.
In Bofors,
and that's why I say you also introduce yourself as a senior journalist.
To prove that Rajiv Gandhi was guilty has not been done.
Okay, Atul Anjan.
Atul Anjan. You're doing a phenomenal job. I compliment you.
Atul Anjan.
I don't even need to
Okay, watch it.
NDA government, Arun Jaitley himself cleared Rajiv Gandhi and Sonia Gandhi of entire Bofors case.
Well, today now may I come back to what I want to say?
And my question to you, Kumar Ketkar, is 1 second. Just 1 second. Gentlemen, I heard the debate so far and I did not intervene when you were debating. My question tonight is Nalin Kohli, 1 minute. My question tonight is this. Just 1 second. Just 1 second. Things are moving fast, viewers. Things are moving fast. Things are moving fast. I have something to share.
The idea is not for the viewer to not make sense.
Well,
the idea is for a discussion.
Things are moving fast.
That would make sense.
Calm down.
Kumar. Because for you, such investigations and inquiry are propaganda points.
Mr. Ketkar is only having an opportunity that nobody is asking.
Now, please.
Where is Rahul Gandhi? So Mr. Ketkar is delighted. The digression that takes place only helps him
each other anymore.
Mr. Ketkar, as a senior journalist, won't ask the questions of Mr. Rahul Gandhi.
Now the question of Rahul Gandhi, of course, is whether Rahul Gandhi can claim victimhood, given the fact that a lobbyist like Hashke has been found on the board and as a director of a company which has familial links with none other than the Congress Vice President's right-hand man while the UPA was in power. power. And viewers, I'm asking tonight whether Rahul Gandhi can claim victimhood given the fact that his aide Kanishka Singh's grandfather founded the company that hired middleman Hashke for a period of 2 months. And can Rahul Gandhi claim victimhood? Shahid Siddiqui, 1 second. If given the fact that a man so closely associated with the AgustaWestland scam was also associated with a company that has familiar links to his aide. And please tell me, this company MRGF, Shahid Siddiqui finds nobody else to make a director, only Guido Hashke?
I still have to make my point.
No, only Guido Hashke. 1 minute. Shahid Siddiqui. Shahid Siddiqui. No, don't take the time. Shahid Siddiqui's turn.
All these questions.
Shahid Siddiqui's turn.
Modi, by becoming...
Arnab, all these questions raise a lot of stink. And I think it's a golden opportunity for the Congress leadership. It's a golden opportunity for Mr. Rahul Gandhi to say that we welcome an inquiry. We welcome that Mr. Michel, Christian Michel should come here, become an approver, and tell who are the real bribe takers. If they are not, if they are not bribe takers, if they have not done anything wrong, then they should come out and openly and say that this is the situation. But all these questions which you have been raising for last few days are making it very clear in what direction things are going. And legally, you may be able to prove something or not, but the fact is the nation can see where things are going, and nation can see where the bribes were taken. Legally, it may be proven or not proven in next 10 years or 15 years, whatever, but people are more intelligent than the judiciary or the law.
Very good question sent by our viewer Mukul Saikia says, to the Congress party, if Antony wanted an evaluation of the helicopters in India, who overruled it? And if by Sonia, how was she privy to a defense file? I think that's a fantastic question that comes in from Mukul Saikia. That's Mukul_Saikia. Interesting question there. Now, viewers, I'm going to take a very short break. And Guido, and at this point of time, Christian Michel seems to be changing his version. He's desperately calling here on our news desk saying, I'm not going to turn approver. I only want to spill the beans. I don't want you to use the word approver. Now, Christian Michel's lawyer knows that I used the word approver when I interviewed with her. When I spoke to her, I used the word approver, she agreed. Christian Michel has called her from Dubai saying, please correct the version. I don't want to turn approver because approver means admission of guilt. I only want to speak. So what he's looking for is a sweetheart deal. In this particular case, Christian Michel, saying that I just want to give my version, fly in and fly out.
What is the sweetheart deal?
I think the question is...
turns, this case will face the fate of Bofors.
Well, I don't think this government can afford to give a sweetheart deal
within
all people
1 year, everything should
to
be
Christian
decided.
Michel. Tomorrow is the big debate in Parliament.
That I say the bribe takers and bribe givers both should be penalized. And both should be interrogated.
I say let's reopen
CRPC and IPC. They should be punished.
I say let's.
I say takers and bribe givers.
And question to Kalikesh: reopen it. Reopen the entire investigation. Reopen the investigation itself. Don't depend on the prosecution material that's available. Kalikesh, are you with us on this one? Reopen the investigation from scratch.
I absolutely agree. I absolutely agree. In the light of the facts which have come out, there's a need to investigate the entire transaction completely. And not only the AgustaWestland case. There are many other cases like the Pilates case and others which are also mired in controversy.
That's true.
I think a lot of these decisions have to be interrogated completely.
You say canvas.
We really have to go to the bottom of the entire transaction. Let's not just lay charges on television and not do anything about it.
Absolutely. Well, I thank you all for joining me. Tomorrow is the Parliament debate. Our news breaks continue, and stay tuned through the day as we bring you what's going to happen in Parliament. What really is the Defence Minister Manohar Parrikar going to say?